Well, hi and welcome to the Small Scape. Today I am bringing you, very happy to bring you, Scape number 4 of 4 of the tanks that we set up here in the studio right back there. And not only am I going to show you tank number 4 and what we did there, but I'm also going to kind of recap the other 3 because there are a few little changes. I might have added something, changed a little something here and there, and there's some things I want to point out, and then just take a look at all 4 of them and also kind of go through maybe what maybe slightly did not work out. So I appreciate you stopping by, and before I forget, if you wouldn't mind, do me a favor, leave me a comment and let me know what is your favorite Scape out of the 4, and also what is your favorite inhabitant. They don't have to be the same tank, obviously, but I'm very curious which ones are your favorites, so don't forget to let me know that. So let's take a look. Well, here they are. They're all lined up. I love how they turned out, and I also loved scaping them. They're a great size. Once again, they are from Lifeguard Aquatics. They're 8.3 gallons a piece, and I love them. They're kind of an elevated style and really great size for scaping a nano tank. They're all very similar, and we went with the theme. It is a cool water theme. There are no heaters in these tanks, so that's how we picked the inhabitants, from the Medaka rice fish to the tiger limia, and also the white clouds. And in the 4th tank, we also have some cool water inhabitants that you will be seeing in a little while here. I also added, since you've seen these, I've added some floating plants, some dwarf lettuce, and also some frog bit and some giant duckweed. So that's kind of fun. I'm keeping the floating plants very minimal though. Really great to see these lined up finally, and you can tell it's a very cohesive style and color scheme. I used the Malaysian driftwood in all 4 tanks because it really coordinated very nicely with the beast of a dresser that I have this on. It's one of my greatest thrift store finds of all time, and it weighs about 1,000,000 pounds, so it handles these tanks very nicely. So this 4th tank, who do we have in here? We have cherry red Neocaridina shrimp, and I wanted shrimp in one of these tanks, and this was it. So I had a lot of fun scaping this one. The funny thing that did not turn out with this tank was that we lost the footage. When we set up the tank, as we did the first 3, we set it up and the footage was completely lost. So you're looking at it completely set up. It's all ready to go, and the fun pieces of driftwood that I found, I don't know, some fish store, I treated them like rocks. That's how I scaped them. There's 2 pieces, they're triangular shaped, and they looked kind of like rocks, so that's how I scaped them. I also added some cerise stone in this tank and some triple red Ludwigia. I don't know how it's going to do in this tank. It is sprouting new growth. It's greener than its bright red color. But I thought it would kind of coordinate nicely with the shrimp. And I also have some crypts. That's another thing that happened. I did have a lot more crypts in there when I first set it up. I didn't like the look of it and pulled it out. So you've lucked out not getting to see what it used to look like, because I wasn't happy with that. Now, of course, all 4 tanks have Val in it, and also some form of Anubias, because Anubias is my favorite aquatic plant. This particular tank has a lot of Anubias gold coin, and I look forward to that growing along the back of the tank and just kind of doing the bonsai kind of style, what I call it, up along the back. Really love it. Now this first tank with the Medaka rice fish, love this tank. I added some more subwasser tang. I love the look of it, and even if you're afraid of aquatic plants, maybe you haven't tried it out, even if you haven't tried this plant, I highly recommend it. It's super fun. You can just kind of wedge it under some spiderwood. In all of these tanks, I did add a little bit more spiderwood, which adds a lot of texture, and even the floating plants coming down adds a lot of texture and fun and a lot of interest really to each tank. This tank also has a couple of little mirror rasboras, very hard to see because they are super tiny but super cute. Now tank number 2, really love watching this one. I don't know, this one might be my favorite. I'm not really quite sure. I go back and forth. But these tiger limias, they have gotten very comfortable with their new home and they are out and about all the time. They're very sociable, having lots of fun. And each tank does have 2 purple, I keep wanting to call them purple. They're magenta mystery snails. So each tank has their own little cleanup crew. And they're always zooming around the tank, which is really fun to watch them. I think that the spider wood really adds a lot of interest, especially in this tank and the next one. And you will notice that this one has the most tannins of all 4. But it adds, I like the look of tannins, and it of course will subside over time. Unless of course I decide to add it back, which I very well might. White cloud minnows are fascinating to watch, especially in this tank. They're always out and about and have a lot of color. Really fun to watch this tank. And once again, a big huge thank you to Flip Aquatics. They are a channel sponsor of Primetime Aquatics, for sending out these beautiful white clouds. Highly recommend them if you're looking for a nano fish, or really any nano fish, nano supplies, shrimp. He's got it all. Definitely check out flipaquatics.com. Thanks so much for watching, and again, let me know which one's your favorite. See you in the next one.